Totally a stranger. You know, when you go somewhere and then you see Nigerians also doing big things with you. I think that's a good one coming from table tennis. Let's go on a break now. We're still talking sports right here. Channels TV Sports Center in Lagos, Nigeria. Wrestling and table tennis just gone by. When we come back, we'll touch base at the Super Eagles camp in Abuja. Get ready for the 2016 champ. Bola Salami is still not in camp. What's going on? We'll talk about it when we come back. Don't go anywhere. Stay. Welcome back. It's Sports Tonight on reaching you live from Channels TV Sports Center in Lagos, Nigeria. You can be part of the show. Yes, you can. Just go to our Twitter handle. It's channels_sports, or on Facebook channels like Sports. Talk to us. What are you talking about? We told you Odua and your Adik Kroye. She's not coming back again tomorrow. You know why? The Indian people says, she's a wrestling sensation. We can use her to develop our own wrestling. She'll be back on the 5th of January. We'll keep track, find out why they're holding on to our superstar. Yes, it's a good one. She's still there, but we also want Odua and Adik Kroye back. We spoke about table tennis, the rankings in Africa. I don't know what is second in the men's ranking, and then Olufuke Oshonaike fourth in the women. Good one for Nigeria, but the story is that we can get better. Let's talk football now. This morning, we told you that Bola Salami is not yet in camp for the Super Eagles team as they prepare for the 2016 CHAN. He is the captain of the team, about one of the most influential players, and it's already raising questions. Talk to us. What do you think? We spoke to the media officer of the Super Eagles, Tony Bito. He says maybe this young man is busy trying to tie up contracts for his future. But this is also an important competition that who says scouts can come there to even watch you?
You could also throw in relation to his family. He just got delivered of a baby. I don't know if that's enough for an excuse. But you know, I've always believed that if you're a leader, you should lead by example.
Right.
And I'm still surprised. Some will even say they're surprised that the hammer hasn't fallen yet. That's even an issue to be debated later on. But it's not good. It's not good. As a captain, you don't abandon your ship.
That's right.
You don't abandon your ship out there.
That's right. I know you want to say something like that, but you just wait. You just wait, because the media officer of the Super Eagles of Nigeria, Tony Bito, is standing by to give us more update. Tony, good evening and welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, guys.
Tony, this morning, we wanted to find out why Bola Salami hasn't joined the team. Till now, he's still not with the team. What's the update?
Yeah, it's a very complicated issue with Bola Salami, but the Nigerian Football Federation have decided to take it up and try to resolve that matter so that all these issues can be resolved very, very quickly. Bola Salami is, this is January. As we're getting ready for the January transfer, and Bola Salami has a lot of offers from outside. And you have to understand things sometimes from the player's perspective. The issues of salaries and allowances from last season still unresolved. And the player believes that it's time for him to move on and go to where he will be guaranteed a regular pay. And so he's thinking of going outside, and his agents are, according to the reports we have and the investigations we've done, look like they have a few things to offer. But at the same time, the player wants to be a part of our team to CHAN. He wants to play because he's the captain of the team. So we are in two worlds right now. And Bola Salami also is in a sort of a quadri at the moment. Does he go? Does he stay for CHAN and continue to face the possibilities of playing in Nigeria with the issues of salaries and allowances, or does he go abroad and make some money for himself and his family? So we really have to understand the situation that Bola Salami is in at the moment. And but the good news is that the Nigerian Football Federation are looking into it, and Bola Salami is talking with them and explaining a few things, and they want to work out the possibility of getting Bola Salami to still go for the CHAN and at the same time be able to get a deal outside, because the CHAN is ending on the 7th of February when the transfer window in Europe will have been closed. So the NFF are working on it to try to work out something that will suit the player and will suit the nation. And I hope that they can arrive at something that will be workable for both parties. That's the situation with Bola Salami. He wants to play, but at the same time, he's thinking of his future, that, look, if I go to play and I come back, what's my future, my family and my baby, and all that I have to do. So we really have to understand things from his perspective. But at the same time, we hope that the NFF can resolve this issue within a very short time, so that they can still get back to preparation for the CHAN, which is just a few weeks away.
Okay, so talk to me about the mood in camp. How are the other players taking this absence of Angola and Salami?
Yeah, the mood in camp is very good. The other 25 players are slugging it out. On the train to South Africa on Saturday, and of course for the African National Championship in Rwanda in a few weeks from now. But the good news is that there are no injury worries. Every other person is working hard. And also, I've told you several times, sometimes the quality in this team is very good. And the amount of work that the coaches are doing on these boys is amazing. A lot of people ask me who will be our standout player in Rwanda, and I just tell them all the 23 players in the team are good enough to go out there and be standout for us at the championship. We just hope that all of this investment, all of this hard work by the Nigerian Football Federation, the coaches, the players, will just come together for us in Rwanda.
That's the hope, Toyin. Before I let you go, this just came in on Twitter. A fan asking, Toyin Ibito, you should tell us, what's the status of the coach of the Super Eagles of Nigeria?
Coach Sunday is fine. The reason why the coach has not joined us up tonight is because he has to observe the rest that the doctors have told him to do. Sunday is a strong man. You know him. He likes to get involved in the training. He's a very fit coach, and he practices what he teaches the boys. So it's just a case of resting. That there's no problem with the coach. He will be joining us for the final phase, as we said, in Pretoria. And at that time, it will just be a case of crossing the T's, crossing the I's, perfecting our strategies, and getting finishing touches to our team. We'll be ready to take on the rest of Africa.
Thanks so much, Toyin Ibito. You know, it's always a delight to have you join us on the show. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, that's it. Toyin Ibito, a media officer of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Lawale, you listen to him. Good updates coming up. Bola Salami wants to play, but your future is your future. You need to secure it.
Yeah, and at this stage, you have to ask yourself, do you think Bola will put the national team or the CHAN team ahead of his professional future? I don't think so. I think Bola wants to move abroad. I think Bola wants to prove that he can make it abroad. He's had 1 or 2 stints abroad. I think the one in South Africa, it didn't work out that much. So he wants to go out there and prove that he can do that. He also had one botched move last time, I think, to Serbia. That didn't work out. I already saw him also in the jersey, but that didn't work out also. But we hear this might be in Norway. But the good thing, like Tony said, is that Bola can nick a deal and still play a CHAN. If I stand to be corrected, the Norwegian Tippeligaen will kick off in March 2016. So that means he's got time to play a CHAN, go over, familiarize with whatever team he wants to play with in Norway, and still have a good career.
But I was going to ask Toyin that, what if he signs, because now he's registered as a Warriors player for CHAN, and then he signs a contract with Norway before the competition starts, just to be eligible?
Yeah, that's the question. It ran through my mind as well, because if he signs and he becomes the player, whether or not the league is on, it means that he's not a player playing in the domestic. But CAF will need to clarify some of those issues. But it's a dilemma, and that's what dilemmas, what they do to you, your tone. The player is, and that's why he's kept quiet. Really, there has not been any comments attributed to him, because it's a stage where you bury your head in your laps. You don't want to talk. You don't want to listen much. You're just hoping that the nightmare will go away. As much as he's a patriotic Nigerian, he will look at some of his colleagues. Some players that have made it big, some that have earned their respect. Because whether you like it or not, once you play in the domestic league, a lot of things you're talking about, unpaid salaries, some issues. I don't know if it still happens. When I was growing up, some will be played in dollars, some will be paid in naira. I don't know if that really still happens. Some, their ticket money will be refunded. Some will have to go by bus. All of those things. No player wants to be treated that way, and I guess that's what it is. But even in the ranks of the Super Eagles, they recognize how important Bola Salami is. If you have a player like that going into a tournament, he can get the job done, and he has shown over time, minus some of his off-field antics, he has shown that on the day is always ready to put his body and soul on the line for the national team.
That's right.
And you will always make consideration. You know, I said earlier that some people are even asking that since the camp deadline has passed, why has the hammer not fallen? The hammer will not fall on such a player because you know what he can offer, what he can bring to the table.
That's right. And to be fair, Olawale, Bola has given his best to the team. You see him, as Yemi said, he's a fighter.
Yeah.
He's somebody that understands that when he's given that opportunity, he needs to take it.
Yeah, but he can give more. I think he's approaching a period where Sondelisi is taking huge interest in him. I'm seeing Bola way beyond Chan. I think he can be a part of the bigger team. That's right. Super Eagles. You look at what we parade going forward. I think he's got a chance. Most times he plays from the wing when he's in Super Eagles, I mean the main team. But he's a player that can always bully defenders. I want to see that at Chan. You also mentioned the fact that can't we also have scouts at Chan? Definitely we will. He might even use Chan as a platform to get a bigger deal. Who knows? A bigger club coming for him if he has a good tournament, but also at the same time, if there is a way, if we can clarify from CAF, if you can sign a contract with another club you want to sign with and still play a Chan, because right now, I know that Tony has said that it's not Bola who is the main man. We've got a lot of players at 25 and camp right now, but Bola is very important. When we go forward, he's our main man, he's our go-to man, and I hope that he makes Chan because that enhances our chances of winning our first ever Chan.
But the big question mark is, if he does get to play, and after the Chan he decides to move, he's not going to get into all of those top clubs, top leagues. You might consider Scandinavia, some of those leagues.
I think a deal is almost in the offing for him. I think it's just not for public consumption yet. I'm hearing in Scandinavia, but I know that he should be in Norway because every report has linked him to Norway. The club in Norway I don't know yet, but one thing I know is that the Norwegian league kicks off in March 2016. So that's enough time for you to still play a Chan and get in full condition, acclimatized.
We need CAF, because if Int'l goes on paper,
I know.
If
and
Int'l
then
goes
you go on Google to search his name.
I don't know.
And then it says it's no more for Rivers player.
And the problem is there's no case study. We can't say this such has happened before. So CAF has to really clarify this for us.
I've forgotten now. That was a player that used to play for TP Mazembe. He plays for TR Congo. His name escapes me now. One popular player. It was so good at some point. It was being listed as one of the best players. He left DRC, went to Angola, and because of that, I've forgotten his name now.
Yeah, I think
because of that, he can't play. So if you're not even talking of somebody going to a club side in Africa, so somebody leaving. I don't know.
Okay. We will wait to see updates coming out of this issue with Bola and Salami. But the joy is that
Treson Putu, that's the name that escaped me.
Right. But the good thing is, the Super Eagles media officer Tony Bitter has said there's enough quality in that Super Eagles team to prepare us for the 2016 Chan.